What's it like living in West Ashley? Here's the short answer, and it's not the one the internet gives you. West Ashley is the most centrally located suburb in the Charleston metro, one of the best value plays left in this market, and it's the neighborhood people dismiss the fastest, usually without ever really seeing it. I'm not guessing on this one. I live in West Ashley, and by the end of this video, I'm going to tell you exactly what living here taught me, including one lesson about my own house that changed how I help every buyer I work with now. I'm Justine Manuel. I help people relocate to Charleston every week, and today West Ashley gets the honest treatment. Let's go. West Ashley sits directly southwest of downtown Charleston across the Ashley River. That's the name. It's the city's largest and oldest suburb, and it occupies the single most useful piece of geography in the metro. Here's what I mean by useful. From most of West Ashley, downtown Charleston is about 15 to 25 minutes. Folly Beach is about 20 to 30 minutes. James Island is right next door. The airport, the interstate, and yes, even the Costco are all very close. Whatever your week involves, West Ashley sits right in the middle of it. Living here now, that access is the thing I appreciate most, and it's the thing my buyers consistently underrate until they've spent a month driving in the area. Most residents enjoy the two bike paths used for both walking and biking. The West Ashley Greenway runs 10 miles parallel of Highway 17. Most neighborhoods south of Highway 17 will have direct access to the Greenway and can utilize it to walk or bike to a restaurant or two. The West Ashley Bikeway is only 2.7 miles and runs through several established neighborhoods with parks in between, a community garden, and ends at a public dock where people fish or enjoy a waterfront picnic. One more orientation note, because it matters for everything else in this video. Locals talk about West Ashley in two halves. Inside of I-526, the older established neighborhoods closer to downtown, and the newer construction communities farther out, outside of 526. Those two halves are almost different towns, and knowing which one you're shopping in changes the price, the vibe, and the answer to whether West Ashley is right for you. The established side, the older neighborhoods, the ones closer to the river and downtown, are where West Ashley surprises people. Massive live oaks, half-acre lots that would cost triple anywhere else close to the city. Mid-century homes, mostly brick ranches or small cottages with real character and renovated beautifully. Some will even have marsh or riverfront views. And then there's Avondale, a walkable, artsy little pocket with craft beer bars, coffee shops, and local restaurants with genuine neighborhood energy. When people tell me West Ashley is just strip malls, Avondale is where I take them, and that usually ends the argument. While the true Avondale neighborhood has $1 million price tag, there are several neighborhoods that are also walking distance to Avondale for much less, like Carolina Terrace in the 800,000s and East Oak Forest in the 600,000s. Now, the newer side, farther out, you get newer construction communities, the planned neighborhood product with a little bit more space in your floor plan, and more house per dollar than the established side. It's not as polished as Mount Pleasant's version of the same thing, and it's not trying to be. It's the practical version. Newer home, good lot, reasonable price, everything nearby. Shadow Moss Plantation is located in this farther out area of West Ashley. It's a large, beautiful golf course community with quarter-acre or half-acre lots, palm trees everywhere, and character offering homes in every price range. Carolina Park is another popular one. It's newer with smaller lots and has neighborhood amenities. Now, the honest reputation talk. Let's address it directly because you'll hear it. West Ashley has a reputation as the boring suburb. Sprawl, traffic lights, shopping centers, and parts of the main corridors do look like that. I won't pretend otherwise. But here's what I've learned living here. The corridors are what you drive through, the neighborhoods are where you live, and the gap between how West Ashley looks from Highway 17 and how it feels from a street full of oaks 2 turns off of the highway. That gap is the biggest reputation versus reality difference in this entire metro. It's also exactly why the value exists. You're buying the neighborhood everyone else judged from the road. Let's talk numbers. Read that against the rest of the metro. Mount Pleasant starts around $700K for a detached home. Downtown starts much higher. West Ashley is where a $400K budget still buys a decent-sized house on a decent-sized lot 20 minutes from King Street. If you watched my Mount Pleasant versus Somerville video and thought, I want to be closer than Somerville, but Mount Pleasant prices are too high, this is the town I'm pointing you towards. Okay, the lesson I promised you, the one from my own house. My West Ashley home is in flood zone moderate. That zone sits between high risk and minimal risk. And here's what actually happened in the house. It never flooded, not once. The street never flooded. During big storms, the backyard would get some pooling in spots, and it cleared quickly. Why? The house sat on a crawl space and not a slab. So even though water was pooling, it wasn't pooling into the house. And it has a French drain system that moved water off the property and out toward the street. The infrastructure did its job every single storm. This taught me the thing I tell every single buyer. The flood zone letter on the map is the beginning of the conversation and not the end of it. Zone AE with a crawl space, good grading, and real drainage can be pretty dry, completely insurable, and a completely happy home. A Zone X house with bad grading can give you more trouble. What matters is the specific property, the foundation, the elevation, the drainage, and the flooding history. This matters double in West Ashley because parts of it sit near the river and the creeks, and the zones vary street by street. It's not a reason to avoid the area, it's a reason to check before you offer, which takes about 2 seconds, and it's something I do for every client on every property. I made a full video breaking down exactly how Charleston flood zones work. It's linked below, and if you're serious about buying anywhere near Charleston, watch it next. Now, the honest downsides. Schools vary. Check the specific zone. Unlike Somerville, where the whole district is top rated, school quality in West Ashley varies more by specific school and specific zone. There are good options, but you cannot buy anywhere in West Ashley and assume the school situation, the way you roughly can in Dorchester District 2. If schools are your first filter, check which West Ashley schools are right for your family, or look into one of the charter or magnet schools that don't require a certain zip code for enrollment. Now, the corridors are the corridors. Highway 17 and the main commercial strips get congested, and they're not as aesthetically pleasing as the ones in Mount Pleasant. You'll use them daily. If visual charm along your errand route matters to you, Mount Pleasant does that much better, but they charge you for it. Avondale aside, West Ashley isn't where the nightlife or the tourist energy lives. For most of my buyers, that's a great feature. They're 15 minutes away from all of it and get to sleep in the quiet. But if you want to walk out your door into action every night, downtown is probably better for you. Same as always, let me tell you who this town fits. I recommend West Ashley if you want the most central location in the metro and you'll actually use it. Downtown, the beach, the airport, all of it. If your single family budget is between $400K and $650K, you like character, oak trees, established streets, mid-century bones, or you want practical new construction without Mount Pleasant's premium price. Or you're the buyer who values what a place is over what it looks like from the highway. I recommend you elsewhere if schools are your first filter and you don't want to manage zone by zone checking. Somerville is simpler. If you want polished, master plan, aesthetic everywhere you look, Mount Pleasant is probably more your vibe. Or if you need walkable nightlife steps away from your door, downtown will probably be a better fit. West Ashley is the town for people who do the math instead of following the crowd. I moved from downtown to West Ashley for a bigger house and a bigger yard and chose to be near Avondale, so I still have that walkability to bars and restaurants. If West Ashley sounds like your kind of math or your kind of place, or you're weighing it against James Island or Somerville, that's the conversation I have with buyers every single week. Hit the Calendly link in the description, just a 15-minute phone call, no pressure, and I'll tell you honestly which side of West Ashley fits your budget, your life, and whether another part of the metro might fit it better. And subscribe. This series covers a new part of the Charleston area every week, and next up, I'm getting into the questions buyers ask me most. Mount Pleasant, Somerville, the head-to-head comparison, flood zones are all linked in the description and on the end screen. I'm Justine Manuel, and I'll see you in the next one.